Jude Law has officially joined the Harry Potter universe thanks to Fantastic Beasts' The Crimes of Grindelwald, probably one of the last few remaining British actors to do so. But even though he's just now joining the franchise, this dude actually has a whole lot of direct connections to actors from the original octology of movies. And yes, I definitely had to look that word up. So today we're going to take a look at some of those connections and see how Jude Law is actually pretty close to the Harry Potter cast. Before we jump into this though, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell if you haven't already. That'll let you stay up to date with all the latest stuff from Screen Rant. So first off, let's take a look at another Dumbledore actor. Not the OG Dumbledore, Richard Harris, who unfortunately passed away in 2002, but rather the man who stepped in to fill his magical shoes, Michael Gambon. He first joined the Harry Potter universe in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban in 2004. And in that same year, he was in a movie with Jude Law. The movie was Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow, a movie in which Hollywood kinda went, you know what, we've pretty much nailed green screens and CGI, it's time to go all in. This is gonna age perfectly fine, don't even worry about it. So in that movie, Michael Gambon played a character named Editor Paley, while Jude Law was Sky Captain himself. Now let's take a look at Law's connection to Ralph Fiennes, who plays a slightly more evil character in the Harry Potter movies. Ralph Fiennes finally became Lord Voldemort in 2005's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Before that, Voldemort was living on the back of a guy's head and also had a little stint as a tiny, naked turtle baby. Well, although we'll never get to see Jude Law's Dumbledore go up against Ralph Fiennes' Voldemort, they did already appear in the same movie together. Fiennes was the lead in the quirky Wes Anderson movie The Grand Budapest Hotel in 2014, and Jude Law was also in that movie as the character Young Ryder. Now, keeping it on the evil side of things in the Harry Potter universe, Jude Law also shares a connection with Timothy Spall. The makeup department for the Harry Potter movies really ratted up Timothy Spall for his role as Peter Pettigrew, aka Wormtail. You know, that grown man who hung out in the pocket of a young boy, slept in his bed and stuff? Yeah, it gets really weird when you think about it. Anyway, in 2004, the same year that Timothy Spall made his first appearance in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, he was also in the movie A Series of Unfortunate Events, also known as Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. And although he wasn't physically in the movie, Jude Law actually provided the voice for Lemony Snicket. Now let's take a look at his connection to a fantastic Harry Potter actor by the name of Brendan Gleeson. In real life, he doesn't look quite as damaged as his character Mad-Eye Moody, who's another one that joined the franchise in 2005's The Goblet of Fire. Well, his connection to Jude Law actually comes 2 years prior to that. In the movie Cold Mountain, Gleeson played a character by the name of Stobrod Thews, the father of Renee Zellweger's character Ruby Thews. As you might have guessed, Jude Law played the lead in Cold Mountain, a guy by the name of Inman. And keeping it in the Gleeson family, a lot of people don't realize that Brendan Gleeson's son, Domhnall Gleeson, was also in the Harry Potter films. He played Bill Weasley, the oldest of the Weasley brothers. And since he had already graduated from Hogwarts, he's the brother we saw the least in the franchise. In fact, he only joined the franchise in the last 2 movies. Just like his dad, Domhnall has a pretty good career going. Notably, he plays General Hux in the new Star Wars movies. And in 2012, the year after the final Harry Potter film, he played in a movie called Anna Karenina. And that's his connection to Jude Law here, seeing as he played the husband of Anna Karenina in that movie. Moving on to Jude's connection to the late Richard Griffiths. Vernon Dursley, the patriarch of the Dursley family that were pretty darn awful to our guy Harry whenever he wasn't at Hogwarts. Richard sadly passed away in 2013, but one of his last film roles was in 2011's Hugo as Monsieur Frick, and Jude Law was also in the movie Hugo as Hugo's dad. Now, in the same vein of Harry Potter characters we love to hate, Jason Isaacs also connects directly to Jude Law. Whoever cast Jason Isaacs as Lucius Malfoy deserves a whole lot of credit, because he nailed that character. Anytime he was on screen, you just absolutely hated the guy. Well, his connection to the new Dumbledore Jude Law goes way back to 1994. Jason Isaacs was in a movie called Shopping in that year. That was actually the first movie directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, who did a lot of those so-so Resident Evil movies. Anyway, the star of that movie was Jude Law, who played Billy at the young age of 22. And finally, Jude Law also shares a connection to Rhys Ifans that goes pretty far back actually. Rhys wasn't in Harry Potter very much, but he made a solid impact as Xenophilius Lovegood in the Deathly Hallows. He was the dad of everybody's favorite wacky witch Luna Lovegood. And back in the year 2000, he was in a movie called Love, Honor, and Obey as Matthew. This was a movie about a postman who gets involved with a gang of criminals and has to deal with all that. And playing Jude in that movie movie was a young 28-year-old actor by the name of Jude Law. Jude Law actually shares some pretty direct connections to the Harry Potter universe despite only joining it in 2018. If you can think of any other ways that Jude Law connects to the cast of Harry Potter, let us know in the comment section below. Also, as a little challenge for the comment section, can you connect Eddie Redmayne to Sylvester Stallone in 6 moves or less? Let us know how you did it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.